JV77 back at y'all with a reaction video. Subscribe to my channel, hit the like button. Any videos y'all want me to react to, hit me up. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat at JV77. And what I'm about to react to is another video from What Culture Wrestling. This 10 most unexpected WWE burials. Now, if you don't know what a burial is, basically that's when a wrestler is just completely buried, meaning that he don't win matches, he or she's not on TV, or just given like a real stupid gimmick that is clearly not going to be able to succeed. So there you have it, or somebody in the back don't like you and makes a decision to make sure you straight screwed. So I don't know if this is about 2017 or is this just period, like an all-time or whatever. So let's check this out.
Sometimes wrestling just loves to surprise you as you sit there scratching your head about what in the hell is going on. On occasion it's easy to predict the way WWE seems to be going, but every now and then they throw out such a strange curveball it beggars belief. What's the point of this? Why has this happened? What's life all about anyway? The worst case scenario with these is when it comes to how wrestlers are often buried out of nowhere. They've been getting solid pushes, there seems to be big plans in place, and they lose to a teapot or something. What? It's madness, I tell you. Madness. I'm Simon from What Culture, and this is the 10 most unexpected WWE burials. Number 10, Baron Corbin. It's impossible right now to know what the WWE brass thinks of Baron Corbin. They clearly like him, but at the same time he's so all over the place you can't be 100% sure. It's like he's got incriminating pictures of Vince McMahon, and every now and then Vince steals those back, only for big boy Baron to go and find more. How am I meant to keep up? At one point he was obviously in the good books because he won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, beat stars such as Dean Ambrose clean, and won the Money in the Bank ever since he debuted on the main roster. But then there was rumours of heat because of Twitter, and boom! Goodbye briefcase in the most lackluster way possible. It was taken away from him in a way that almost replicated what happened to Damien Sandow in terms of falling flat as he tried and failed to beat Jinder Mahal. And it was that, made to look like a fool. Number 9, Chavo Guerrero. In 2008, both the ECW and wrestlers like Chavo Guerrero weren't exactly being taken seriously by the WWE. The former wasn't too much of a surprise, but the latter was. Chavo was really good in the ring, yet was often treated like he wasn't. It was weird. It all got terrible at WrestleMania 24. As Guerrero, the champion, headed to the ring to face Kane, well, he knew he wasn't in for a long night because one chokeslam and 11 seconds later, the big red machine had done away with Chavo and was on to new things. It wasn't the worst idea in the world in the sense Kane was a big man and Guerrero wasn't, but why we had to bury Eddie's nephew in this way didn't make any sense. Again, he was good, could have been used in multiple ways. Number 8, John Cena. At No Way Out 2009, WWE clearly just decided that surprising everyone was the name of the game. This is why Edge was pinned in the opening Elimination Chamber match almost instantly, which meant we were definitely getting a new WWE champion, and why the same thing kinda happened to John Cena later that night as well. In yet another chamber encounter, World Heavyweight Champ Cena entered the fray. He was out the door in minutes. It did take both a code breaker, a 619 and a spear to take him out. This was not the John we were used to seeing. He was barely a factor. It wasn't like he was injured either. This was simply done to shock the crowd, and in doing so, trying to make Cena look like a fool. But that didn't last long, of course. Number 7, JBL. Not all burial matches have to be a bad thing, and sometimes they're actually done to help everyone involved. This was the case at WrestleMania 25 when Rey Mysterio whooped JBL's ass in 21 seconds to win the IC title. Now, first of all, it was a proper feel-good moment given that everyone loved Rey and everyone hated JBL. Just a perfect storm. On top of that, though, this was JBL's last match due to injury, and he decided to go the right way.
He quit.
So I think so anyway. WWE took the situation and made it benefit.
That was the deal, worked all the way around.
Think about it. Just some dudes coming together to make it all work. Maybe that happened more often. Number 6, CM Punk. It's no real surprise to mention CM Punk's name in terms of burials, because it's one of the reasons he eventually left the company. The man felt like he was never properly given his due, or at least was never top of the totem pole. You can argue that as much as you want, but in late 2009 things were going well for Punk. He was the WWE champ and ticking along nicely. He'd also turned heel and started playing up his straight edge lifestyle, and in many ways it was like we were seeing Punk come to life before our eyes. He had arrived in the WWE. As the rumours go though, those behind the scenes didn't feel the same. Threw him into a program with The Undertaker, who beat Punk in 10 minutes at SummerSlam inside the Hell in a Cell. Now that's still a decent spot to be in, but it was also around the time that there were mumblings of Punk not obeying the company dress code. So make of that what you will. Number 5, Bayley. The whole Bayley on the main roster experiment has been so strange it's hard to know where to start. But it does seem like she's so mild-mannered and gentle that people think she can just do whatever and it'll be okay. Which is not true at all. But in WWE's attempts to get Alexa Bliss over, we saw Bayley get her ass whooped time and time again on Raw.
This was
It
bad.
was just too much. This peaked with that horrendous "This Is Your Life" segment.
I'm talking about
and
it was
then
the
fell
fact
to the
that
floor after their
they
Singapore
shitted on
Cane match
Bayley so
Extreme
bad,
Rules.
people
As we
started
were
not to
told,
like her.
Bayley just didn't like using weapons. Okay, it's left the character today in a very strange position, one where she's kind of face and kind of not. This is crazy considering what her rep was in NXT. Why WWE couldn't just do that, I don't know. Bayley was considered cannon fodder, however, buried in front of our eyes. Number 4, Finn Balor. Imagine I had told you a year ago that Kane was going to return and beat Finn Balor in a matter of minutes. This did happen though, and what made it even stranger is 24 hours prior to this, Balor had beaten AJ Styles. So explain that one. This all descended into chaos afterwards as it made WWE decide Balor wasn't over, even though they booked him that way, and that his proposed match with Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble should be scrapped. It got worse as well because then on Raw a few weeks after the initial mauling, Kane did it again to the Demon King, leaving Balor in the precarious position of being a dude that just gets beaten up a lot. Great. Given that Kane will be away again soon to try and become mayor of Knoxville, well, this just seems very short-sighted. Number 3, John Cena. Again. In what could be my favourite squash match in history, John Cena got absolutely mullered by Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam 2014. Awesome. Better still, it was just 15 minutes of Cena getting killed by Brock.
Oh, well, it got like a 20 suplexes.
It worked tremendously well as it really did make Brock look like a beast as he went on to win the WWE title. The only real, oh yeah, moment coming when you realise this was probably meant to be Daniel Bryan's fate before he got injured. Even still, Cena has never been made to look like this both beforehand or ever since.
I mean, I really don't see that as a problem though. I mean, at this time,
shocking. We'd never seen anything like it, especially the big main event.
It made sense at the time though.
If only WWE had let Lesnar do this at Extreme Rules 2012, right? Number 2, Daniel Bryan. The ultimate burial, but also a moment that was responsible for Daniel Bryan's rise to where he belonged. He did lose his World Heavyweight Championship in 18 seconds to Sheamus at WrestleMania 28. And while in hindsight we can all pretend this was part of some grand plan, it wasn't. The truth of the matter is WWE needed more time for the main attractions later on in the evening, so Bryan had his time cut short. All this did was upset the most hardcore fans, however, who decided to take matters into their own hands. You all know what happened next. So he was buried on this night, no doubt, and it was ridiculous, but it really did help in the long run. Number 1, Brock Lesnar. Another one of those burials that actually did more good than harm as the months went on. Who in the hell thought that a 50-year-old returning Goldberg was going to slay Brock Lesnar in 86 seconds at Survivor Series 2016? No one imagined this was the direction WWE
That was very
What was most impressive was the fact that Vince McMahon was happy to throw his biggest star under the bus, but apparently everyone involved saw value in making Goldberg look like $1 million. It all worked out as intended as Lesnar finally beat Goldberg at WrestleMania 33 in another great
match. If Brock had a problem with it, it wouldn't have went down. You know what I mean? Plus, this definitely made up for the shit back in the day when they had that shitty ass match when both of them was gonna be out the door at the same time. So they made up for it with the 3 matches. They made up for it. Yeah. So basically. Yeah, so it was just period. It wasn't just 2017, you know. I mean, some of them, I don't really consider them burials, though. I mean, because it actually made sense. Now, the Finn Balor, oh, most definitely. Finn Balor definitely is top right there. I do not understand that. I don't get it. That dude should be going for the title. You know what I mean? I want to see him versus Brock, you know. So we'll have to see what 2018 brings, man. So they got to still Finn up, straight up. So let me know what y'all think. Any other burials that y'all think about? You know what I'm saying? Hit me up in the comment section. So subscribe to my channel, hit the like button. Chavo77. Y'all be safe out here. Catch y'all on the rebound. And I'll see y'all good people next video. Peace.